Hi everyone, myself Asha Dawud, working as Assistant Professor in Civil Department in Marine Engineering College, Trivandrum. I have enrolled as a participant in the recent course by ICT Academy on DTT 2.0, the PEARL model. By this tutorial, I would like to introduce you to a new term, sight distance, which is very much useful in the design of highway alignment. It is an efficient distance which is visible ahead of the driver during driving. The safe and efficient operation of a vehicle on road depends on several factors like sight distance. When you are driving along a highway, you must have seen some figures like this, which is just I have included in this next slide. You have seen a figure like this. So where the sight distance is not available, we have to include this particular signal. So it says that the limited sight distance is there. So unless we are moving with more caution, chances are there that you may not be able to stop the vehicle safely, and finally you may end up in some kinds of accidents. So while aligning the road, or when we are providing the correct directions for a road, we have to provide sufficient sight distances also. So let's go on to the different aspects of sight distance. For safe and efficient operation of a vehicle on road, visibility of driver in the direction of travel matters. It is the actual distance along the road surface which a driver from a specified height above the carriageway has visibility of stationary or moving objects. It is the length of road visible ahead to the driver at any instance. When an object crosses the road, unless that object is visible by the driver won't be able to apply brakes, thereby he can stop the vehicle. So we have to ensure the minimum sight distance is available throughout the length of the road. There are mainly three categories of sight distances: stopping sight distance or absolute minimum sight distance, safe overtaking sight distance or passing sight distance, safe sight distance for entering into uncontrolled intersections, and Indian Road Congress has provided us with two more kinds of sight distance, which are intermediate sight distance and headlight sight distance. So let's come to the first segment, that is stopping sight distance. It is the minimum sight distance available on a highway at any spot that should be of sufficient length to stop a vehicle at designed speed safely without collision with any other obstructions. So when a vehicle is moving along a highway, obviously it will be moving with some minimum velocity. So the minimum velocity of the vehicle which are expected to use a highway is generally designed speed of the highway or designed speed along that highway. So when a vehicle is moving with that designed speed, the minimum distance required for the vehicle to stop on seeing an object or an obstruction on the road is termed as stopping sight distance. So we are trying to ensure safety along that roadway. We are trying to avoid collision of the vehicle with that object which is crossing. It is the absolute minimum sight distance. It is therefore equal to the stopping sight distance, which is also sometimes called as non-passing sight distance. We are not trying to overtaking the object, we are not trying to overtake an object, or we are not trying to overtake another vehicle. So that is why it is called as absolute minimum sight distance or non-passing sight distance. Then the derivation or the formula can be derived by assuming some values for the driver's eye height or the height of object above the road surface. These values are given by IRC as 1.2 meter for the height of driver's eye above road surface and 0.15 meter for height of object above road surface. Based on that, we can say that the sight distance available at submit curve is that distance measured along the road surface at which An object of height 0.15 meter can be seen by a driver where I is at a height of 1.2 meter above the road surface. So this definition is provided by IRC, that is Indian Road Congress. Thereby, we can design different aspects of a highway. One among them is side distance. So here we are specifying the height of the driver and specifying the height of the object. And the factors on which this side distance depends are total reaction time of the driver, speed of the vehicle, efficiency of brakes, frictional resistance between the road and tires, gradient of the road if any. So we will deal with the next portions in the next class. Thank you.